1992, a 25-year-old army captain named Valentine Strasser unintentionally overthrew Sierra Leone's president, Joseph Momoh, while trying to protest a shortage of boots and wages for his fellow soldiers, thus becoming the world's youngest head of state and ruling the nation for 4 subsequent years. Valentine Strasser, born April 26, 1967, is an ex-military leader who served as head of state of Sierra Leone from 1992 to 1996. He had been a junior military officer, but in 1992, he became the world's youngest head of state when he seized power 3 days after his 25th birthday. He was the leading member in a group of 6 young Sierra Leonean soldiers who overthrew President Joseph Saidu Momoh on April 29, 1992 military coup. They established a military, called the National Provisional Ruling Council, NPRC. In January 1996, after nearly 4 years in power, Strasser was ousted in a second military coup, but this time it was his own NPRC soldiers who were not satisfied with his handling of the peace process. The coup was led by his deputy, Brigadier General Julius Maada. Strasser is the first, and one of 2 Sierra Leonean heads of state. The other is Julius Maada, born after Sierra Leone had become an independent nation. He is also the second Sierra Leonean head of state from the Creole ethnic group. Strasser was born and raised in the neighborhood of Valentine, in the east end of Sierra Leone's capital Freetown, to Creole parents. He enlisted in the Republic of Sierra Leone Military Forces, RSLMF, at age 18, immediately after graduating from secondary school. Strasser completed his secondary education at the Sierra Leone Grammar School in Freetown and graduated in 1985 at age 18. While in secondary school, Strasser was a gifted student in math and chemistry. On graduation from secondary school in 1985, he enlisted in the Republic of Sierra Leone military forces at the age of 18 during the government of President Siaka Stevens, and was deployed for military training as a cadet officer at the Banguema Military Training Academy in Banguema, a town located just outside Freetown. After his training, he was commissioned into the Sierra Leone Army at the young age of 19. The Revolutionary United Front, RUF, led by Foday Sankoh, began their first attack on March 25, 1991 in Budu villages in Kailahun district. Strasser and other soldiers who were already in a military barracks in Kailahun were sent to command and rout the rebellion against the RUF. Before President Momoh was removed by his successor, Valentine Strasser fought against the Liberian invasion in Sierra Leone, particularly in the east and south of Sierra Leone. Strasser in his fight had to go up against domestic rebels, also known as Sabals. President Momoh's presidency was not long-lasting because he denied the demands of the people of Sierra Leone at the time of his regime. At the time of his regime wanted a more cooperative political system, and thought Momoh provided nothing different than his predecessor. During Strasser's time at the war front in Kailahun district against the RUF, the government of Sierra Leone led by President Joseph Saidu Momoh hardly supplied enough boots to the soldiers and the necessary military equipment to help fortify Strasser and his fellow soldiers in the war against the RUF. The soldiers never received their salaries on time, and their welfare was hardly at the top of the government's list of priorities. After many appeals, warnings or threats, the young soldiers decided to march down in their combat from Kailahun to the State House in Freetown on April 29, 1992. to protest about their setbacks in pursuing the war, demanding their outstanding salaries. The group of soldiers was led by Strasser himself and his two best friends and fellow soldiers Sergeant Solomon Musa and Captain Sair Santi. The appearance of the soldiers in the capital city forced President Momoh to flee the country, and he went into exile in Conakry, Guinea. This power vacuum motivated Strasser and his men to seize power, forming the NPRC, with Strasser as its leader and the head of state of the country. Strasser became the youngest head of state in the world at just 25 years old. January 1996, after nearly 4 years in power, Strasser was ousted in another military coup. But this time it was his own NPRC members who were not satisfied with his handling of the peace process. The coup was led by his deputy, Brigadier General Julius Maada, Colonel Tom Nyuma, and Captain Komba Monday. Bio quickly rose as the leader of the coup, with the support of Nyuma and Monday, and took over as head of state of Sierra Leone. Following his overthrow, Strasser was given a fellowship by the UN to study law at the University of Warwick in Coventry, England, but stopped his studies after 18 months. In 2000, Strasser's application for asylum in England was rejected. He then left for the Gambia, only to be denied entry. He eventually returned to Sierra Leone, where he lived in poverty on a small pension in Grafton, east of Freetown, and worked at the ICT Institute providing computer skills for youths. In January 2019, he fell gravely ill and was flown to Ghana for treatment. He has not returned to Sierra Leone since then.